Happy Saturday, everybody. Shaving right away when I get started this morning. It's kind of cold and rainy day out. It's been raining like all day yesterday, all day today. So I kind of drove my scent choice. Apologize ahead of time. If my kids start knocking on the door, I'll have to stop the video and then restart it. It's kind of the way it is whenever I have them. But gonna do two things that are new today. I've got the Shannon Soaps. I've got the Lavender Lemongrass. Let me double check, make sure it's right. Yep, Lavender Lemongrass. Real strong lemon scent. Then I'm using the Maggard MR5. I will be finishing off with Club Sweerwater. And since I had a good shave with it yesterday, I enjoy my Nathan Clark 28mm Quemada again. Hopefully I can get it dialed in with the sample, because once again that's kind of an issue when it's a smaller, smaller surface area like this, trying to load up on a large brush. But I still wanted to use it. But I really quick wanted to go into the razor. I don't know if anybody's ever done a side-by-side comparison or not. If they did, oh well, it's probably been a while because the razor's been out for a little while. But you can see, hopefully it comes across, the blade gap on these are pretty comparable. I did a little before time with it. I was looking at them. I got a blade loaded in both. You can see the caps are pretty similar. The bottoms are, the difference there for probably trademark issues or, patent type deal. Handles obviously different, but the length just a hair longer on the Edwin Jagger. Let me go ahead and start getting ready, and I'll go into the weight of the razor real quick. The weight of the Maggard is definitely noticeable, and it's the first heavy, I'll call it a heavy razor I have. It comes in at 116 grams, weighed on my scale just beforehand, and then the Edwin Jagger is 75 grams. So it's a considerable weight difference. It's very noticeable when you're using, or when you're holding it in your hand. It's one of those, if you picked it up blind, you could easily tell which was which, even if the handle was the same shape. From what I've heard, I expect the head to perform exactly like my the Edwin Jagger, which if it does, that's awesome, because the Edwin Jagger is typically my daily driver if I've got any kind of irritation. If I'm doing, like the day after a straight shave, I typically get a little bit on the jawline, stuff like that. I'll go to my real mild razor. If that works out, then I'll have a second one. But I've also, from yesterday's video, you saw me use the Phoenix, and I found that to be mild, a little bit more. I don't want to use the word. I'll use the word aggressive, but it's just a tad bit more aggressive, but not really that much noticeable versus the Edwin. So if that's the case, I've got 3 razors I can easily go to, so I can get a little variety, at least at the appearance, that kind of stuff. Yeah, this one. The other Shannon soap I used so far, the other one I bowl lathered, didn't really enjoy the scent much. But this just, it's almost like a lemon drop, like the candied lemon drop. So it's got a little candy smell to it. I'm loading like crazy because I want to make sure I get hopefully get a good load. But it just has that really candy lemon smell. I'm really liking it. See how it feels or smells on the face. Fill up my bowl. And I should say, as usual, I've got a Rapira Platinum Lux in my razor. And for those who look to buy bulk blades, check out eBay. I don't think I mentioned this yesterday, but 2 nights ago I finally pulled the trigger on a bunch of Rapira Platinum Luxes, and coming straight from Moscow, and it was only $5 for 100 with 5 shipping, so it would be $10. But since it's my daily driving blade, and I really don't care to use much else, I'll try other things here and there, but just for changes. But I found what I liked. I picked up another 100 for another $5. So I got 200 blades, The good thing was, since I combined them together, the shipping only ended up being like $1.80 more. So for $16.80, I'm getting 200 blades. So that's easy. 2 years if that's all I ever used. Obviously, I use my single edge. I use my straights. So that's plenty of life. It's got a good lather. Once again, I think that soap lathered up really easy. So it's definitely no issue in that department. I think for me it'll be a scent between the soaps of theirs that I've tried. Once again, a good heft. I don't really have a message. There is something I do want to talk to you guys about in the future, but I'll do that when I'm not doing an impression type video. I'd like to kind of give, I watched a testimony last night from, like a lot of you guys, I've never met you in person. This gentleman I've never met in person either, but he's a person I've known for about the last year and a half. And really respected, and I got to hear his testimony last night, and it got me thinking. I'd like to share mine a little bit. It's nothing fantastic, but I think it's important that we share. But really my message today, hold on a sec. It's gonna be real quick. It's just when you before you watch a video, when you get up in the morning, whenever you're about to watch your first YouTube video of the day, especially shaving related, take a moment, ask yourself, have I read the Bible today? If the answer is no, pause the video, even if it's mine right now. Pause the video, go read your Bible, come back. The video's always there. Your Bible's more important. And that applies to me as well, obviously. As I've said, everything I say, I pretty much have trouble with. So welcome back. Hopefully you just got done reading. These videos will always be there. Your salvation is a whole different thing. Being spiritually fed is a whole different thing. God's love will always be there, but you never know what that last moment will be like. So, I have to admit, and I'm not an end times prophecy type. Some people, that's what they read about a lot. I enjoy reading about that, but I do think about every once in a while, what would I want to be doing when the last moment comes? And wouldn't it be cool if you're reading the Bible with your family? Not just you, but with your family. I know, I think that'd be cool. A little more water on this. First pass went really nice. It performed as definitely as I expected. The handle, let me feel it again on the second pass, see what it feels like. Feels good. You can kind of see how I'm holding it there. Kind of got it in the dip there, but then you've got the knurling back there, so you don't feel like it's going to slip. It's got plenty of knurling on here, plus the pressure points of that work out really nice. Good second pass. Made the mistake of going the wrong way on my tough spot there, and felt a little pulling there, but that was just my own mistake. Let me pause this for just a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Just to save some time, I off camera reloaded the brush a little bit. Once again, I love this brush so much, but I probably shouldn't use it during sample days. Or just enjoy the fact that, hey, I get to, my third lather is going to be just as good as my first. I think that's what I'm going to take it. So if I have to do a touch-up load, you always get a nice, cushiony lather again. So, good and bad. So it's a large knot. So to load off the small samples, it happens. I'll take it. I love this brush. I wouldn't not want it. I don't care if I had to load it twice every time. I'd still want it. It just feels so nice on your face. The big knot is really cool. The design, everything about it is really nice. Back to the razor. Oops. When I did the Kilroy, I got rid of a little soap. I believe the MR5 is normally about $24.95, I think. I'm pretty positive that's the case. And I'm 99% sure that all the main Maggard's razor heads are the same. Obviously, if it's like a twist to open, that's different, but their MR series, I believe they're all the same head. Pretty positive on that. If I'm wrong, somebody comment below. That way I'm not spreading bad information. But if so, personally, I think just for this handle, the heft of it, the look of it, I'd pay $24.95 just for that. In fact, you're getting a cool head, another head too. That's awesome. Talk about this soap here in a second when I do my touch-ups. I think the soap does a really good job. It's not the slickest in the world, but it definitely holds up and offers plenty enough cushion. Be interesting to use it during a straight razor shave just to see, 'cause I know the glide there is a little more important. At least to me. Since I'm probably not shaving tomorrow, I want to get a nice, good, perfect, smooth shave today. And what better razor to do it with than a nice mild razor? Don't have to worry about the irritation. That's where I think having an aggressive razor sometimes be a downfall. My personal opinion. And I don't worry about my neck so much. That should do it. Go ahead and cold water rinse. Take my glass off for a second. scent of this soap is definitely one I would reach for. I think it is a good all-season scent, I'd say. The candied lemon really plays well. Right now being cold and kind of rainy out here in Tucson. I know cold doesn't make sense here to a lot of you people up north, but it is chilly, or has been. So really the brightness kind of makes you feel a little warmer. But then the summertime too, let's face it, everybody loves citrus in the summer, so I think it'd really blend well as there. Onto the Country Club Sweetwater. Once again, it's got the alcohol as the first ingredient. Whew. Definitely felt it on my neck where I'd irritated, where I could feel myself pulling there. And during touch-ups, when I go against the grain in this little spot every once in a while, I'll get a little irritation as well, even with my mild razors. So nothing I'm feeling on my face is different than I would feel with my Edwin Jagger if I have bad technique, which hey, it's not even a year in yet. Got what, 2 more months till I'm a year in. And even after that, I expect to make plenty of mistakes. It's all part of it. So, as it's drying, I do pick up a sweeter smell to it. As typical with me, I have no clue how to describe it. Almost kind of has a medicinal type smell to it. I don't know. I might be just picking up the menthol. That could be what it is. My only critique with the Country Club aftershaves versus the Madame Scodioli, I know it's a different bottle. I get a larger sample, but there's no flow control on these. So when you pour it out in your hand for the samples, you end up using more. Where the Madame Scodioli, for those who haven't seen, it's got a nice little stopper. So that's my only critique of the sample bottles. So far, I've liked the scents I've had. Once again, I'm just not a huge alcohol splash fan. I prefer the other styles where it's a little more nourishing to the skin. Because I can already feel my skin kind of drying out on this one. So I'll probably have to touch it up with something here in a little bit. So I didn't fill it with the others, so I'm assuming the ingredients are the same. Let me quick double check. Yeah, other than the colors, that kind of stuff are the same, so I don't know why it's drying out more today. Maybe it's the soap, I don't know, combination thereof, but definitely a little drier today already. So off camera I'll add something. Not sure what it is, but that's the way I felt. But great shave today, great razor. If you didn't read during my video, please, after you're done watching, pick up your Bible, read today. It's an important thing. If you got your family around, talk to them about it as well. God bless everybody. Have a great weekend. See you next time.